support. I'm going to add very little to it because I could not possibly improve on it, except to say that I have tremendous admiration for all that you achieved, particularly as governor of California. This is the most difficult government in the United States, aside from the United States. Maybe the city of New York is similar, but California is even bigger. You had to deal with many of the same problems that you talked about mine dealing with, and you were one of the most successful governors in the history of this state, and one of the most complete in terms of public service at the local level, at the state level as its leader, and then in the United States Congress. Very few people have the kind of resume you have and the contribution to public service. And to have your support is a tremendous asset, and it's very, very humbling, and I thank you very, very much for it. My pleasure. And I agree with what he said. Humbling.
I guess the polls show that Mitt Romney and Fred Thompson are closing in on you out here in California. I guess in early August poll, a poll a couple weeks ago showed a 5 to 6% point lead. What do you think's going on here? Are you nervous about California?
Not nervous about California any more than I am about any place else. I think California is a really good state for us in the Republican primary. I'm quite convinced that we'll win it. Of course, winning California means winning congressional districts. The overall vote's important, and we have a lead there, which I'm happy with, but we've got to convert that into winning congressional districts. And I'm very, very happy with having caught one of my opponents in New Hampshire, where we've invested almost nothing, and they've invested $5–6 million. I think we're in pretty good shape in the big states, which include California, New York, Florida, Illinois, New Jersey, where I was last night, Connecticut. We've got to work on Iowa, New Hampshire, South Carolina. Looks like things are working in New Hampshire. We're virtually tied in South Carolina. Sometimes we're even ahead in South Carolina. And we've made up some ground in Iowa. So we've got a long way to go. We have a lead in most places. We're competitive every place. But now the issue is, none of that means anything unless you turn it into votes. And that's what raising all the money in the campaign's about.
Governor, you've been very close to the immigration issue, since geographically, literally, to the immigration issue. What kind of influence have you had on the mayor's view of immigration, since you were so close to it for so long?
I don't know that I've had any.